So today I am having the weirdest conversations with people. Is I really I am the only person who understands life that the way I understand it that I know of in my real life. Every other person, either they are a science is God, or the Bible and religion is God. So yeah, everybody has like it's different, completely different views and perspectives of what's happening. And so now I hear, that they're going to go door to door. This is the craziest thing because this morning or last night I was thinking, well, now that nobody's wearing these anymore, then and people are just out, happy to just go about their business, then this must have ended. Like there must not be doing that anymore. So, what's going to be next? Then I hear, oh no, they're saying they're going to go door to door now because they have to make sure that we know how important this is that we come and get these. Or they're going to just come, I don't know, come in our house and hold us down and force it upon us. And it's so crazy how people just think like, oh well, you guys should have just went willingly. We wouldn't have this problem. It's y'all's fault. It's like, oh my God. I don't, how do you get someone to see like the government is infringing on their rights when they can't wrap their heads around anything? I have another person in my family now who has a younger man, early 30s, and now he has heart problems. My friend whose mom went in and got it, that I was talking about yesterday, now she's dying. She's I don't know how long she lived after she got it, but she's delirious. She can't breathe. So yeah. And she was the picture of health, I guess. She only ate natural. She cooked for herself. She didn't eat processed foods. She went out and walked and exercised all the time. She took really good care of herself. And then go in and, let them put their chemicals directly into you. Besides, they're not even just putting chemicals. I mean, they're putting other things like, I don't know, the stuff I saw about Stupid Gator Boy talking way before this started, when he was talking about how they were figuring out how to put these little computer chips in us to come in and, like they're putting Tron in you. Only they've got control of Tron. So, I don't know. It's so crazy when you try and explain to people any of the stuff, the illusion, even the illusion of this idea of God. I don't understand how people can wrap their heads around that. God and the devil are up in the sky fighting over our souls, and not look at any of it logically. Like they're going to dedicate their life to that story. I mean, that's it. And to try and get this, who they hope is going to be the winner, to like them enough to let him sit there and clean their feet for eternity. It's like, I don't understand this at all. And, all I can do is just keep on trying to get I won't call it the truth because I don't think that any of us need to, turn over our beliefs to somebody else. I just hope that I say something that gets people motivated to, maybe change your perspective, look at things differently, look into things more, try and understand more about this world that we're living in. And, this morning, one of my daughters was all caught up in, this fear. And no matter what I said, she just kept circling back to this same thing. What if, what if, what if, what if, what if? And, finally I was like, you've got to get this in your head. And I'm just going to tell, everyone out there, you got to get this in your head. This is an illusion. This is not real. That you are in a dream. You've had dreams before, and you've been in the dream, and it's been like, oh, it's so real. And, you've had dreams where you're doing stuff and all this, and it's so real, and the people you interact with is so real. I mean, you can wake up from a dream and be pissed off at everyone around you over something that happened in a dream. I mean, dreams are real as this. The reason that this feels so real is because you're so focused on the three-dimensional aspects, what you can see, feel, and hear. There are beings that are further developed than you, that are controlling those things that you see, feel, and hear, that keeps your mind wrapped up in this illusion. And not only just keep it wrapped up, but willing to start building yourself around their structures. And as a soul, this is an experience. You come here as a soul to go through an experience, to expand yourself, expand your consciousness, because you are energy. There's something that powers you, that your body would just, well, you see what happens. If somebody dies, their body just lays down and becomes an empty shell. That is because the body is separate from the being that's inside of it. Just like in Avatar, the movie, the being is separate. A being can go in multiple, all different kind of things. A consciousness can go in and have different experiences, whatever experience it wants. And it will go in and have different experiences because we have eternity, forever. The universe continuously expands to create more experience for a consciousness to have. And when you come into a body, it is about learning and stuff like that, which you have to be focused. That's why there's a veil over in some experiences. You have to not have that. You have to come to the realization of the fact that you're a consciousness and stuff. And that is what we're going through right now. The stuff that is happening is to wake you up to yourself so that you can experience life through the eyes of your soul, rather than this defenseless body, this victim, this illusionary world that is created to trick you and create you to surrender. And these beings are so advanced at this time, they are trying to, get complete control of our consciousness. It is like, it's energy. I mean, think about just on this planet, what about energy? Like, we argue, we fight, about energy, they try and charge us. They try and, oh, we're going to use this for energy. No, we're going to use this. Oh, this is bad for the, all the bullshit. Because energy is the most valuable thing there is. It is the real source, it is what is the real value, is the energy. And you have energy, and especially if you have no conscious awareness of your own energy, you can be used in any way because you have no awareness. When you try and get people to try and wrap their heads around it, but they just want to go back to that bedtime story. Wait, no, this isn't true. God, he's right there. You've got to, you've got to go through Jesus. You've got to, do all this. There's so many steps. You have to jump through all these hoops to get this guy to allow you to sit at his feet for eternity. It's like a bedtime story. It's a created story. Yes, there has been people who have come to this planet to try and get human beings to expand their consciousness, to understand that they're more than what they are. And yes, the controllers, the advanced beings, they are able to manipulate that information this is their world. So everything that we experience is through them. Our manipulation of our information, it's all through them. Our health, our everything is their world, you know. And if you want to say, like, you know, this is hell, this is the devil's world, or whatever, yeah, that is what we're dealing with here, is a deep, dark energy, what you would consider to be evil. And that energy has a hold on a lot of people. And that energy, because we are in a cycle, a cosmic cycle, an end of an age and the beginning of a new age. A new age is a new experience for souls, because a new age is going to be a completely different planet. We're not going to have the same. And what is going on is right now the purge of said evil. It has to expose itself, because we all have to see it. We all have to witness it. We have to see where we have been trapped. And the evil, as this planetary vibration goes up, then the evil can't go with it, because it's dense, it's heavy, it has to stay back. It will get its own planets to go and, you know, do more of this stuff, and beings will go to those planets. You know, it's just the same. Like, if you got a video game and you went in and you played this video game and your avatar gets killed, how upset are you going to be? You're going to be just like, you know, start a new one. That's real. That's real world. That's the real life. Is, yeah, you're playing right now with an avatar. You're creating this being. And in order to actually create an authentic self, you have to break free from their system. In order to break free from their system, you have to have awareness. You have to expand your thoughts. You have to look out, see through new eyes, so that you can see the illusion around you, so that you can rebuild yourself. You can structure yourself around what you believe and your internal knowing. Your internal knowing is there because you are a soul. You are energy that reincarnates over and over and over again to come in and have these experiences. Just like if you've played a video game, you played it out, you went and got another. It's exactly how it works. You've played it out, you die, you transition back to dead life, you plan your next one. You go in, you talk to your friends, all your family, all the souls that you interact with. You go back and you say, hey, you know, this planet over here has got some crazy shit. Let's go over there and play around. You go over there and you start playing around. You create the play that you come in and you create the part you're going to play. Sometimes that part, you're like, well, you know, this happened and this happened. So what if I played that person? Would it still play out the same? Let's see. That's what we do. That's what souls do. You just keep playing it out, playing it out. That is the creation of the geometry. That is the how you begin to see yourself in all of the mirrors. The funhouse mirror, you get to see all different sides of yourself because you play all different roles. So it expands your consciousness. It expands yourself into a more complex being because you have consciousness that understands itself. So that is where a consciousness can then go in to another dream and can go in and have control over it. Right now you're learning how to have control over this one because you're so focused on this one, this illusion right here that we have, where we can feel and hear and see and touch, and we have emotions and all of that, but it is still not real. This is not like all there is. This is just a play. This is just us all here together in a play to have an experience, to experience what is happening on this planet right now. And right now it is the shift, it's the transition. It is the end of the old era and the beginning of the new one. The new era is going to be the age of Aquarius. We've heard about the age of Aquarius since I was very young. You know, the age of Aquarius is about love. It's about abundance. It's about freedom. It's about exploration. It's about just being a free human being on this planet. And it's a totally new experience for souls to have. And souls have to expand themselves enough to get to this point. Like humans had to go through a lot of different stuff, different ages, to get to the point to go through this, to get where we get to have this experience. See, I told you, she just gets in these crying things. I don't know. It started like when Winston got sick. She started, so it's hard to know, like, is it her joints and stuff hurting this bad? Like, it gives me that panic, like, I gotta keep my head like focused on the positive, you know, don't get caught up in and start feeding that energy, because an energy that you feed grows. It becomes bigger. You will pull in what you give energy to. So, you know, there's a lot to learning about when you understand your conscious being and your power and, you know, your, what would that be? It would be your responsibility to yourself, to other beings, to this planet. So anyways, you know, I'm going to talk some more, but let me see what's going on with little sassy pants over there. Okay, I'll be back in a few.